Alright, so today we are going to be checking out the RC Supershow Pomona Fairfax because I screwed up my audio, so everything's going to be voiceover. Alright, let's head in and see what we can see. Alright, so we are in the show right now. You can see that this is how the setup is going to be looking like. And the first booth we're going to be visiting is going to be the Cadex FPV / Iron Quad booth. So Cadex FPV manufactures like digital FPV system that is meant for FPV drones or FPV cars, and they currently recently have a new like GMB gimbal system, which Iron Quad had integrated to like a one open box like ready to run type of thing. So we can see it right here. This is basically going to be the Iron Quad version of it, so you do not have to hook it up yourself. You can just install it in your car like this, and it's just basically going to work right away. And obviously we are also going to be seeing some of the FPV drones that Cadex offer, so yeah, very good to see FPV drones here. Alright, so Sean at PacificCoastHobbies, by representing Iron Quad today, is going to be showing out how the head tracking and the gimbal system works. So you can see that when he kind of turns the goggles, the camera just moves with it, and that's the beauty of the gimbal system, because you can like kind of like drive the car yourself. You can see that that's gimbal right there, and if you wanted to flip it around, you can definitely just look around to like see like all the places. So I think this is going to be very big potential for RC cars. Alright, so the next booth we're going to be checking out is going to be the high-tech booth. And as for what high-tech does in the RC hobby, I'm actually just going to be inviting Mike, as he's going to be having something to share with us.
Hey guys, Mike Mayberry here at the RC Super Show. We're just here showing off our all of our goodies. We got our chargers, our servos, and just having a good time out here. We got a lot of new chargers. We got a new discharger, the 8380. So if you got like big packs and you need to discharge them down to storage level, they'll do it in a heartbeat versus waiting a long time for your regular standard charger to do it. But all of our products are servos warranted for 2 years, chargers 1 year, but we can also service these items for the usable life of the product. So anytime you buy a high-tech product, you know that it's going to be supported.
Alright, so thank you Mike for the thorough explanation. Next, let's just check out the next booth, which is going to be the AMA booth. So AMA is basically a community that you can join to like obtain passes for like flying fields or whatsoever. So it's probably been more popular in the RC and helicopter sector, RC plane and RC helicopter sector. But as for FPV drones, probably we're kind of like a lone wolf type of thing. But if you wanted to get unlocked additional fields, then yeah, you can join this to get it. And also wanted to shout out to this little AMA dog, because it was so cute that it was just barking to this RC like big truck, and it's like wanted it to go. So yeah, a big shout out to the AMA RC dog. Alright, so the next booth is gonna be Flywing. So I kind of record this because my name is iFlyXwing and they kind of just call themselves Flywing. So yeah, just kind of funny. Alright, so by the way, this guy is Iron Quad, and yeah, I think they're just like these RC helicopter that does look pretty promising, and I think these are a China company. So quite interesting to see them here, because yeah, consider most of the RC like stuff here are just going to be mainly like US based. So yeah, super nice helicopters. And yeah, so Iron Quad is basically here trying to see if he can install his like gimbal system to the chopper. So I think it's going to be looking super sick if you can actually do that. I don't think there's a lot of like a PV helicopters out there. Alright, so the next booth we're going to be checking out is going to be the Injura booth. And the Injura, you can see that this is so cool that they actually have a full-size crawler obstacle built and here, and it just looks super detailed, and just I wish I brought my crawler so I could go on there to give it a try. As for what Injura does is that they basically do a lot of like conversion kits, like those kind of like upgrade kits for like smaller size crawlers like 24 and 18, I believe. So if you are interested in upgrading your crawlers whatsoever, your RC cars, then probably Injura is going to be the brand that you wanted to check. I have bought one of their shocks, RC shocks, and they actually works pretty well. I do like the quality of it. Alright, so next we're just going to be hitting the largest booth in probably the Super RC show. It's going to be the Traxxas booth, and if you are looking for like probably top of the brand, Traxxas is just going to be one of them, because I think that's going to be the #1 American brand that most of the people are saying. I'm not super deep into the RC hobby just yet, but at least on what I hear and what I saw from the internet, that most of the people are just going to be telling you that buying Traxxas is probably going to be the way to go if you want to like high-end products. But overall, I do think that they generate pretty good products, but the price point is just a little bit deterring for me. But yeah, overall you can see that they must have a pretty decent like power in here, otherwise they wouldn't have a biggest booth. So yep, I don't know if this actually belongs to Traxxas, but this Gladiator does look super sick, and this like little like Baja truck looks super cool. And one of my favorite here is gonna be the Raptor. It does look super scale, and probably I will wanted to grab one in my future, because probably never gonna buy a real one. Alright, so next I'm just gonna be walking around the show so you can see like what's in like for the rest of the booths, but I don't have time to like film like each of them like very detailed, because I did bring my little baby with me, and he's a little bit fuzzy, so we kind of have to leave like a little rush. So I just kind of like do a really quick sprint over, at least to show you what is included. Alright, so basically that's just going to be wrapping up the Super Show. Alright, so basically this wraps up this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down below. See you in the next one. Happy flying and happy driving.